Hey, what's going on, CoinUp TV subscribers? Robert Welcome here. I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. It's been about a month that I've had it, and I'm playing it practically every day, and I'm loving it. And I just thought, you know what, let me just jump on and make a quick unfiltered video talking about my experience and impressions of it thus far. So here it is, the Nintendo Switch 2. I got mine from Best Buy upon launch. Picked it up at the midnight launch. And I've mostly been playing Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a replay for me. I played Breath of the Wild originally way back 7 or 8 years ago, whenever the original Nintendo Switch came out. And that was like one of my favorite games of all time. And I just dropped like over 100 hours into it. And I thought, okay, you know what? Let me get the Switch 2. I'll pay for the upgrade enhanced there with the Nintendo Online. And that's pretty much what I'm playing there. I don't think I'm up to 100 hours yet. I've only got 2 Divine Beasts unlocked, and I've just been shrine hunting my way. But I didn't really want to make a video talking about the Switch 2 until I got to like the Master Sword section, the Kuruk Forest, and that area, because that's an area that really stood out to me when I played it on the Nintendo Switch 1, where the frame rate lagged and stuttered and really came to like almost a crawling halt when I got into that Kuruk Forest there, where the Master Sword trials are with those shrines and everything. And I was like, okay, when I get to that, is this going to be solid? Is it going to be rocking? And I was so happy that it was. There was no frame rate drops. There was no issues. No. Granted, this is a Nintendo Switch 2, which is a new system running faster. It's the enhanced, updated thing. It's been many years. Maybe that stuff has been patched over time. But I was just like, okay, now I'm excited because like the performance issues here are impressive. In fact, the whole game, I haven't had any like weird stuttering or drop frames or anything. I've had really like one glitch. I stasis a Stalker Guardian, and he just fell through the ground. It was in snow, so maybe I just made him so heavy he fell through the snow. That was like the only real glitch in the game that I've faced. So I'm enjoying that. I got my, I dusted off Link. I got the Archer Link amiibo, which was still sealed in my garage in storage. And I was like, you know what? I think I have some Zelda amiibos. Let me unlock that. And that seems to always just give me fish and some arrows, which is cool because you can always use arrows. And I didn't know this at first, but it seems like the region that you're in when you drop on the amiibo, it seems to give you fish where you are. If you're like in a warm area, cold area, you get like frozen trout or salmon. And if you're in a warmer area, it'll be like barbecue salmon or something like that, if that's a thing. What else have I been playing though? I have also been playing a few other games. I've been playing Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury, which I picked up, used cartridge. That's a Switch 1 game. It's funny that I got the Switch 2. I'm mostly just playing Switch 1 games. I'm not a Mario Kart racing person at all. I'm terrible at drifting and steering on Joy-Cons and joysticks. So those driving games, you'll never see me play. I'm no good at those. When Skylanders released Superchargers, that was like a bane of my existence because I don't like driving games at all. And even though that was a fun game, but I didn't care for all the driving stuff. But yeah, I've been playing that online with my buddy Mike. He has a Switch 1 OLED and I have the Switch 2. So we're both playing Super Mario 3D World online. That hasn't been so great. The game itself is fun, and playing it locally and local co-op is fun. I've played this game many times in the past, but online, definitely experiencing a lot of freeze-ups, crashings, one of us dropping out of the other one's game, and the Nintendo experience online is still pretty weird. I mean, you can't just like send a game request to somebody. You start a room and then you have to talk to them offline. And I granted the Switch 2 has the game chat, which I haven't used that at all. I'm playing somebody with a Switch 1, so we have to literally call each other or Discord or chat or something and coordinate our efforts. Who's creating a room? Who's getting in it? Are we ready? Are we not ready? Has your game crashed? So unfortunately, that is still kind of bad Nintendo netcoding or something. Both have great internet service, so I just have to assume it's got to be the Nintendo servers, the NAT encoding. What else? I downloaded Zelda Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening. I just grabbed that because that's part of the summer sale. I've never played that before, so if you have some tips for me without spoilers, let me know in the comments below. I also picked up on sale Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is the sequel to the Mario Rabbids Ubisoft collaboration turn-based game. I played the first one years ago and I loved it and I enjoyed it, and I still have it. I re-downloaded it, so I thought, okay, well, that's going to be like something else to do maybe at the end of the summer when I finish up Breath of the Wild. But let me just talk about the system itself. I did make kind of a first impressions video, but now that I have it in my hands more, I mostly play handheld. I sit on my bed or my couch with my dog sitting next to me, and I just have it like this, and I'm able to go for a couple of hours. One of the pro tips is to get the stand out and kind of use it as leverage with your pinkies or your ring finger. That kind of helps distribute the weight a little bit. So if you don't do that, try that as a pro tip. But the buttons all feel the new Joy-Cons. Let me snap a Joy-Con out. The new Joy-Cons are like a little bigger. I feel like my hands are a little more comfortable in them, whereas on the Switch, the first thing I did was I got a Pro Controller because I was having a really hard time with the little tiny Joy-Cons. And when I was playing Breath of the Wild, that last time, 7 years ago, I was playing it on my TV docked. So having the Pro Controller was really easy to make the combos and stuff. But this time around, I'm like casual guy, chilling, handheld. With that though, probably the biggest headache or caveat or complaint is the battery life. I get 2.5 hours tops playing Breath of the Wild. Now granted, I know that's a intensive game, performance and a lot going on, and I've probably got the volume and the brightness up high. I don't know what other settings to really tweak on that, but that's really been like my only hiccup so far with the Switch. Now I'm playing from home, so I can easily grab the wire and plug in, which is what I do anyway. When I'm playing my Legion Go, I'm usually plugged in anyway because the battery life with that is only like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I'm kind of used to that, but I kind of wish that, maybe I got a solid 4 hours. It would be like a nice comfortable number, so thankfully when you get the alert that the battery's going low, there is time, you don't need to panic, but it always feels like I'm about to go in a shrine and then it'll just go boop, your battery's getting low, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta go grab the plug, and kind of takes me out of things. Another thing that sort of takes me out of things or in the category of impressions is I've been trying to use the Zelda Notes app. Well, I haven't been trying. I have been using it on and off, the Zelda Notes app on my phone, which if you don't know, you basically like sync up your phone to your Switch and you can use it to navigate. You can find things if you want. You can click on memories, and Zelda, if you go near places where there's like a memory, Zelda will speak and talk to you, and that's kind of interesting. And I think the biggest thing is there's been a few times when I was like on top of a shrine and I was like, okay, I know I'm right where a shrine is, and I just can't remember if it was behind a wall or under a waterfall or something. So I just kind of put on the map there to cheat a little bit to find it, just to help me, because maybe it was late at night, I was getting a little frustrated. So that's been helpful. I have been using there's a thing you can do like a daily bonus and tap on and get like some food or some rewards. I've been using that as well. But the biggest thing is all of that stuff should have just been incorporated into the game, and I've heard other people say this as well, so I'm echoing that. It's a little weird to have your phone next to you and you're playing the game and you're like looking at the phone to the side for the map or for hints or something. So it's there. It exists for Switch 2 people with the enhanced version. It's not a game changer, but if you're like trying to be a completist for finding like all the shrines or the Koroks or all the towers or something like that, it is kind of a useful tool to be able to jump on and select, okay, map, show me something because I'm completely lost. Last night I was playing the game and I was completely lost in the southwest region, and I was like, I know the tower's around here somewhere, the last tower, and I couldn't find it. And I was talking about my buddy Mike, and he was like sending me some screenshots, and I was just like, do I use the app? Do I just cheat, or do I just keep going, climbing my way? That's part of the thrill there. So what else? Yeah, it's light, feels comfortable in my hands. Buttons all work fine. I probably should have used the chat feature and hit up somebody that has a Switch 2. Not everybody I know has a Switch 2, so my choice is kind of limited. Most of my friends still have the Switch 1 or the OLED or the Switch Lite, and I've been kind of talking to them, getting their impressions. I mean, playing when playing Super Mario 3D World, I mean, that's fun. It's like this I feel like that's like a 10-year-old game now that's just been revamped over the years. If not for the crashing online, that's fun. Also looking forward to checking out the Wind Waker on here, which I've never played. That's part of the Nintendo GameCube package. That's part of the Nintendo. I got the $50 a year Nintendo Online package there. I also played a little of the Octopath Traveler, the demo. I played the 3 hours of that. Ran smooth. It was fine. I was okay with that. I haven't played the full game of that. I like turn-based RPGs. So I might, when that goes on sale or something, I might check that out. Let me know if you're a big fan of Octopath 1 and 2. Also thinking maybe checking out the Banner Saga, if anybody's played any of those. As I'm older and more chill and relaxed, and I'm just kind of playing in my hands, the kind of games I play more now is relaxed games where I can kind of like pause, take my dog for a walk, give him some tummy loving, give him some food. Some of these games where it's just like intense, like timing, jumping, those kind of games I'm a little less into. I'm on the fence with what I'm going to do with the new Donkey Kong game. It looks kind of fun, but it just looks like a bunch of running and smashing. I don't know if that's really my style, but I'll be waiting to see some reviews. That's, that must be coming out soon, like at least next week maybe or something. I think it's in July, so let me know if you're going to be playing that. DK Bonanza, I think it's called. So, okay, I think that's it. I know I just kind of rambled for like 10 minutes here and just wanted to give my thoughts on Nintendo Switch 2. I'm enjoying it. It wasn't cheap, but I don't think it's like so expensive. Some of the games I've been trying to buy used, some of the cartridges, and waiting for sales. So if you have recommendations now that I've talked about my experience and what I like, let me know in the comments below some games you recommend for me to check out. Probably Switch 1 games until more Nintendo Switch 2 games come out. So thanks so much for watching for CoinOp TV. We'll see you next time.